Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Jay's Beer Review. The beer I'm doing today is Heavy Seas The Great Pumpkin. This beer here is an Imperial Pumpkin Ale with 8% alcohol by volume. Heavy Seas is a brewery that is out of Baltimore, Maryland, and I've never had this beer. Now, like I said in my last beer review, that I'm not really doing a whole pumpkin series this year, but I did have a couple pumpkin beers that I picked up that I've never had that I am going to incorporate during the holiday season, Halloween season. So this is one of them. So I've never had this before, and we're going to check it out to see what it's like. The glass I'm going to use today is my Dogfish Head tumbler glass. It's oddly shaped, but I think they still consider this like a pint glass, and that's what I'm going to do it out of. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and break into it.
Hey Jay, your laundry's ready.
Oh, I'll be back in just a moment. Beer, glass, can opener, camera, sweet! Heck yeah. This is like the best beer ever. Flippin' sweet. Napoleon, what are you doing? Reviewing a beer, what do you think? I told you, stay off my set. But I'm like the best reviewer ever. Didn't you see me when I reviewed the milk? That's it. Vote for Pedro. Yeah, that's what I thought. Fucking clown. Anyway, where was I? Look. Poured half my beer. Well, I guess here we go. Alright, there's quite a bit of beer here left in here since it is a 22 ounce, and this really only holds about a 16 ounce, if even that. So we'll save that, maybe the wife will like it. But first let's talk about the body. Pretty hazy. I didn't expect it to be as murky as this is. I mean, I could see all types of particulates floating right in there. It is on the orange color with a slight brown, but I think the thing that amazes me the most is just like all the chunks that are in there. It's not like lava lamp, it just looks like an unmixed Kool-Aid kind of would, you know? It's a one-finger head, just foamy, off-white, nothing special. Bubbles are small, but I don't expect this to stick around much. Let's give it a smell. You know, it's got like your typical pumpkin smells to it. Some spices, some pumpkin. It doesn't have like a real great smell to it. But I guess the taste is the most important, so let's give it a try. Cheers. Ah, it's pretty good. It kind of reminds me how the Dogfish Head Punk's taste. It's got like that similar characteristics to it, but the alcohol is a lot more present in it. It's very boozy like in the front end. But, you know, even though the alcohol's there, it's not like a bad flavor because the pumpkin offsets that a little bit. It's not overdone. It's actually pretty enjoyable. It also doesn't have, some pumpkins have like a fake taste to them. This one tastes pretty good. The key for me would be like how long that pumpkin lasts in there. But you know, overall, I mean, just starting off with it, it's a much better pumpkin than most of the pumpkins I've had, and the alcoholness that's in it is pretty pleasant. It blends in well with the flavors of the pumpkin. It's not like a pumpkin pie spice. You know, like some of it has like that real like nutmeg or cinnamon spice. This has like a real authentic pumpkin taste, which is really nice. It kind of reminds me how the Woolivers taste, if anything. Like the Woolivers with maybe just a little bit touch more of booze. But again, that booze is not overwhelming. It's actually real pleasant and drinkable. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and drink some more of this, enjoy it, and then I'll get back to you in a few moments. And hopefully that knucklehead won't show his face again. You let him come stay with you for a couple days, and look what happens. Drinks your beer on you. Alright, well I'm back, and as you can see, I have just a little bit of beer here left. I did end up giving the rest of this that I had of the 22 ounce to my wife. And I gotta be honest, Heavy Seas made a good pumpkin beer here. A lot of times I think I like pumpkin beers, I like the way they start, but the flavor tends to peter out about halfway through. This one, the flavor stayed through all the way to the end, and that was a great quality about it. I guess the best thing I can say is, it tasted like natural pumpkin compared to like some of the spices that you taste in some of those pumpkin pie spice typed ones. And the floating sediment that was, you know, going on throughout the beer, I don't know what it is, but I'm thinking maybe it's even like bits of actual real pumpkin. I don't know, I'm guessing, but it really was a pretty solid beer here. I was pretty pleased. The alcohol percentage in it, you know, you do taste it. It's not, you know, a real easy drinking pumpkin beer. If you're like one of those people that don't like real strong beers, I could see you struggling a little bit with it. But I personally thought, and I'm used to imperial beers, so it didn't bother me, I thought the alcohol mixed in with the sweetness of the pumpkin beer flavor was really nice, and it actually kind of smoothed out the beer a little bit, and even gave it like a smooth palate mouthfeel. The bitterness was real low in it, and a lot of these pumpkin beers, you know, they're basically a brown ale with pumpkin spices, and I didn't get that with this. It was a real pleasant beer, and I was happy to be able to try it. As far as what this would taste good with, I would bet that if you had some pumpkin seeds, you know, gutted your own pumpkin and some pumpkin seeds, this would probably be a great beer with some pumpkin seeds. And since I got one more pumpkin beer left, maybe next time I'll do that. With that said, I am going to go ahead and do my final chug and give you my final thoughts and grades. So here we go. Pleasant beer indeed. As far as final thoughts and grade, I would call this very good. I wouldn't quite call it an excellent beer. I'd call it a very good beer. I was very satisfied with it, and I only hope that the next one I have is even better, which I'll reveal probably tomorrow. So again, that was the Heavy Seas, the Great Pumpkin Imperial Pumpkin Ale. And till next time, thanks for watching.